Okay, this is All Track Avenger coming at you with another episode of Let's Play Doom, Real Guns Hardcore Edition. So, before we get out of this level, I'm going to do a couple of things. Actually, first off, since I'm just standing here, I'm going to shout out to a couple of YouTubers that really spurred my interest in actually getting back into these Let's Plays again. The first is a guy by the name of Box McCloud, and I'll put his link below. Really cool YouTuber. Talked with him on several times. He's been very helpful as far as some recording hints and tips, and overall just a nice guy to watch. He primarily does live streams on both Twitch and YouTube. And his videos do run fairly long, but they're also very well worth it, I think. Most of his content is either Jacket Alliance or Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, which is another game I might play on here. Also another really good one. So check him out when you have the chance. I would highly recommend you do. I think you would appreciate the exposure. And the second YouTuber is a bit better known. His name's Kakoskia. He's from Britain. And he's currently doing a Let's Play of Doom, which kind of got me into thinking of doing this one. Except he's playing like the vanilla Doom, without any mods or anything like that. I think he's even playing it without a source port like this too, so check him out if you want a more vanilla Doom experience, as well as a lot of different games that I'd either wanted to play when I was a kid and never did, or never even heard of when I was a kid. So, really good stuff. So definitely check him out. I'll also put his YouTube link down in there. So, before we leave the level, I also want to show you guys a bit of a controversial element to this particular level. And it has to do with this room. In the original version of Doom, this actually was a swastika design that fell from the ceiling. And there was a little bit of backlash about that when it first came out. You can kind of see where that got changed a little bit in subsequent levels. And according to John Romero, who is one of the developers of this game, and I think the one who actually created this level, he meant it as a shout out to Wolfenstein 3D, which was their previous mega hit game that really put them on the map. Just a little bit of trivia about this level that I picked up over the years. So, in any case, enough chattering. Let's get on to the next level. Command control's done. 100% kills, 82% items, and 100% secrets. Part time of 11:53, just under 12 minutes. With an actual part time of 1 minute 30 seconds. Yay. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Now we're going to go into the Phobos lab. So I'm going to sneak over here. This is actually going to be a bit of a battle ahead of us. But I also wanted to talk about actually my experience with this game over the years. And Doom has actually been a staple game for me since I was a little kid. This came out when I was 10 years old, and I've been playing it since it came out. There we go. Okay, I'm almost dead. Whoops. So, I've been playing this game for quite some time. But when it first came out, I was my first experience of it was at this old computer store, I think called like Egghead Software. I think they were a chain. But I was living in Albuquerque, New Mexico with my dad at the time. We had split up Or, I'm sorry, not we had split up, but my folks split up not long before that, and I was living with him exclusively at the time. He was working as a game developer for a little outfit called American Laser Games, which produced live-action light gun shooters, primarily. So he had a Kepler was basically a development rig at the time. Toss a grenade in there real quick. There you go. Maybe not. Gotcha. So anyway, he had a developer, more of like a developer's rig at the time, so it was a fairly good computer for 93, 94, and I saw this at this software store, and I think we picked up the shareware episode, which was basically free to distribute at the time. No, I don't want any of your imp ghost mojo, thank you. So let me pause out here for well, now I can do while playing the game, I think. There's enemies down there. Let's see if we can't, yeah, we can't take care of them right now. But anyway, sorry, I kind of got distracted by the firefight going on. So, come on, Mr. Demon. There we go. Or Spectre, as they're called. And there's a secret. And even more of a secret. I want that mega armor, so bit of hot skip and a jump away. Yay! There we go. There's extra ammo that we probably don't need. I'm gonna go over there. So anyway, ow! Little bastard. And here's a secret room. The door we can't go into, because that's actually leading to about the end of the level. Ow! Don't get killed! Don't get killed! There we go. So basically, we picked up the shareware version of the game, and we kept on to that for a little while. Didn't get the full game until I think actually after Doom 2 came out. Which, if I remember correctly, there wasn't much of a... Doom 2 was released not long after the original game was, so... Go in here, so Gotta be kind of careful around here. There's a lot of the Pinky Demons, or Inviso Demons, Spectres as they're called in the game. And let's go into the final room here. Except that's not the final room. So anyway, didn't pick up the actual full-on Doom until a little bit later. But I got into it... Alright, Phobos Lab, finished. Kills 100%, items 86, secret 66. 7:40 minute, or 7 minute 40 second. Alright, going into central processing next. And this is the one where I got quite killed at, so hopefully we don't have that experience. Ooh, there's a rocket launcher over there. Or RPG, actually. So anyway, to get a little bit more of the tail down, got really into playing the game. That was, okay, thankfully this isn't as hard as, or this wasn't as hardly randomized as it was the last attempt I played, or last attempt to play through. Basically, I was facing stuff like the teleporter guys right off, so... Ah, crap. Okay, we're trapped. Alright, I'll finish this after... I'll finish the story after this, And I need to drop that rifle, or for pretty much anything else. And we got back out. So anyway, let's there we go. Now, okay, I'm doing a lot better now than I was before, which is good. So, except on ammo. I'm running pretty low on ammo. So I'll be using this pistol for a bit. Sure that Hellion doesn't that's what we need, the radiation suit. And we want that good stuff. So got into the game, like I said, got into the game pretty much early on, and the modding scene for Doom was pretty much there from the get-go. It only took a few months for people to start releasing their own custom levels. And got into the modding stuff. Well, I didn't really get into the modding stuff, more like played mods a fair bit. And there's a pretty important distinction right there. And yeah, I'm kind of blazing through here pretty quickly. This is more exposition than anything else. So I did a lot of playing the game as a kid, and played a lot of the auto map, which we do not need. Said I am somewhat easily distracted here. Whoa. Well, we are going through him just with the little 9mm pistol. Actually, isn't a bad gun. Ouch. Jeez, they keep coming. I'm gonna pause right here, get some ammo loaded. And yeah, I'm continuing to ramble about this story, but like I said, there's like 20 years of game, there's 25 years of gaming history wrapped up in this game as far as I go. Whoa, I'm gonna. So yeah, let me stop here for a second, and I'll finish this up. So. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting super distracted. This might be a tale for another episode. Ow! Ooh. This is... With this gameplay, it doesn't really let up. There's not a whole lot of time for exposition like there was in Stalker, where you've got a fair amount of downtime. Here, the enemies are coming at you very hot, very heavy. And they just do not let up. It's a very fast-paced game, especially with this mod. So, and the music's very much a pump you up. Step into my parlor, said the spider to the fly, or the Doom guy to the Hellion. Got somebody. Gotta be careful with those dudes. Woo! I think I got them all. So, for 21 minutes. Do we have anything else ammo-wise that we can pick up? So we are at the end of the level. All right, since I've been neglecting this story here, we're gonna call it an episode after this level, but I'm gonna finish this exposition up. So basically, I grew up with this game. Just a lot of playing certain levels, episode replacements, stuff like that. Got into Doom 2. I had a friend, I went to a private school for a little while through my middle school years, mostly. And one of my friends that I met at that school, we used to play multiplayer quite a bit. Not really deathmatch, mostly cooperative. And we went through the entire game of Doom 2, through all the difficulty levels, and then we reached Nightmare, played about 3 levels of that, managed to get through that much, and said, no, we're not doing this anymore. So, and a little later on, when I was in high school, I went back to live with my mom and stepdad, and I picked up the game again, because the computer that we had there wasn't really that great, and Duke Nukem 3D, Blood, Shadow Warrior, stuff like that, the build engine games are about the most that it could play as far as first-person shooters go. Or first-person shooters went, sorry. Semantics, that's definitely a lesson here. And I'm faltering here a little bit. But we really didn't have that great of a computer, and it took a couple of years until I upgraded machines, so Doom was one that I played quite a bit because it was about the most I could play. But at the same time, I played more and more mods. That was when I think Z-Doom may have come. I don't think Z-Doom came out at that time, but there was it may have, actually. I think early versions of the Z-Doom did come out at that time. But there was like random level generators that kept the game fresh. Slidge, I think it was called. There was total conversions, like I forget one. It was kind of more of like a tactical ops game than anything else. That was really cool to play, and various total conversion levels. Eternal Doom, which we will be playing on this channel. Icarus, some of the TNT or Team TNT megawatts, and that's a lot of what I played throughout a pretty good chunk of my high school years, until I got a better machine with a 3D graphics card that I could start playing stuff like Half-Life and got into that stuff. So that was pretty much how I got into the game, and it just sort of evolved from there. I would revisit it quite a bit, like I am now, just over the years, and just sort of really enjoyed this game. It's been a very, very, very big part of my childhood, as well as my career, so to speak, as a gamer. So that's what I've always thought about this game. This has been a very seminal, if you want to call it that, experience for me as a gamer. So with all that said, I'm rambling quite a bit, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. And this is All Track Avenger signing out. Have a great day, and I will catch you next time.